You know, man, I don't do this very often, so bear with me, I'm not great with my words, but your recent video kind of inspired me to kind of make a little bit of a response. Heart-wrenching, man. It was heart-wrenching, I gotta admit. As somebody who suffers with resentment issues myself, I don't claim to know everything. I don't claim to know these answers because, with all honesty, I haven't figured it out myself. But I will tell you what has helped me. What has helped me is not being so critical of myself and being more honest with myself and understanding that I have these problems. And the fact that you put it up on a YouTube video and you admitted it to hundreds, maybe thousands of people, first step accomplished. However, you're not perfect, man. You know, I don't think you're perfect. I don't think that you know, anybody's perfect. Everybody has their flaws, and you know your flaw. Time to change it. Don't get me wrong in this aspect. Resentment is normal, especially in your situation. You feel cheated. You kind of feel like you were led on a direction that isn't what you wanted. That's exactly what you need to know, is what you want. Going into that relationship or going into that friendship, whatever kind of relationship that was, you knew what you wanted. You knew what you wanted out of it. And she didn't understand that. She didn't know what you wanted. So when it comes to things like that, is you need to be honest. You need to be 100% straight. No kind of misleading actions or no kind of nuances that may kind of be like, I kind of like, I kind of don't. You gotta know, man. I'm not saying it's black or white, because it's not. We all know it's a huge gray area. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, and that will help you. Don't ever apologize for getting emotional, man. It's normal. It happens. People don't expect me when I walk out the door to be an emotional dude, but as soon as the doors are closed and within confined walls, I'm one of the most emotional SOBs out there. It's just, I hold everything in as you do, and I hold all this resentment in towards other people and towards things that may have happened. Little backstory, I don't want to get too much into it. I'll leave it a little vague. I was in a relationship with a person for going on 2.5 years. And for the longest time, I thought everything was normal. I thought everything was great. You know, somebody who just accepted me for who I was and all my craziness and all of my oddball weirdness. Everything was fine and dandy. But of course, like most things, it kind of ended very badly. Come to find out that with no help of me, I kind of enabled these actions, being kind of naive. She was cheating on me, and this is not the first time that it happened to me. It had happened 2 other times, and you would think that after learning that I would say, you know what, screw it, I'll move on. But I didn't. Why didn't I? Well, as you and I both know, the heart's stronger than the brain, my dude. And I gave her another chance. Well, you know, a year or so passes by again, and find out she's done it again. I didn't put a stop to it. So many people had told me, so many people had implied that was going on, but, you know, I turned a blind eye to it, thinking, you know, all these people must be lying. It must be mass hysteria. I was dumb for thinking that. And looking back on it now, if I could have done things differently, I would have. Did I resent her after we finally split? Yes, I did. Did I avoid her for the longest time? Yes, I did. But with that avoidance of her came avoidance of anybody else that would ever attempt to come close to me. And there were many people that I had turned away, and there are many people that I had the ability, or I had the chance to be good friends with, or I had the chance to have a good relationship with them, and I turned it away because I didn't want to get hurt again. But the thing that I finally understood, man, is that you're gonna get hurt, and it sucks, and it really sucks. And I will take any amount of physical pain over the emotional pain of that person no longer being a part of me. But you gotta accept it. The elephant's in the room. We just gotta confront it. And that's the hardest part. Like you said, man, it's the confrontation is the hardest part. It's the fear of the what if. It's the fear of what might happen. But you gotta do it. You gotta get that elephant out of the room. You gotta confront it, and you gotta constantly tell yourself, I gotta do this. You know, the longer that you tell yourself, well, if I just ignore it, it'll go away, the worse it's gonna get. You gotta confront it, and that is the hardest part. It took me months and months of constantly struggling with myself, with my schoolwork, with my friends, with my family, with everybody else. That I struggled in every aspect until I finally one day said, you know what, I gotta do something. And I did. Called her up on the phone one day and I said, listen, I know that what happened happened. I know what's up. You don't gotta try to lie to me anymore. You don't gotta impress me anymore. You're with somebody else. We've moved on. But I just want to let you know that what you did to me hurt me. No amount of ass kissing is gonna change that. But I'll tell you what, I value you as a person, and I want to move forward with this. And if you value me as a person, we can move forward and maybe be friends, and maybe rekindle a little bit of that relationship. It may not happen, and that's that rejection. But for me, she said, you know what, okay. And we've been best friends ever since. Now, mind you, there isn't a day that passes that I don't think about that relationship. There isn't a day that passes that I don't wish that I could still be with her. I do. But I've moved on, and I've realized that it's not going to happen. And I've realized that had I been stronger, had I been more direct, maybe things would have been differently. But that's all a learning process. Fall off a bike, get back on, for lack of a better analogy. Know what you want, embrace it, but don't be a douche about it. You know what I mean? There are people that know what they want, but they're dicks about it. And we know those people. You and I both know those kind of people. They're the people who are so direct that they're either A, misogynistic, or B, just plain assholes. You know, they think that they're top dog. But, you know, they've got their issues too. They've got their problems. My best advice to you, like I said, I don't have the answers. And no one else is going to have these answers. And, you know, if they claim to, they're full of shit. Just keep on keeping on. And just be comfortable with yourself. Because it takes a lot. And I'll tell you this just personally myself. It takes a lot to get somebody like me to come out of your show. It takes a lot to get somebody to go, you know, I really gotta help this guy. You know, you're a person. I care for people, and you know, you're one of the people that I really look up to. We may be in the same age group, we may kind of be, you know, kind of in the same situation, but knowing that someone else is in the situation that I'm in, is a wonderful feeling. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep moving forward. Nobody has the answers to life. Nobody wrote a book on that shit. You know, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I'm just fumbling through life trying to figure it out just like you. You're not alone. Don't ever think that you are. Don't be afraid to show your emotions. Don't be afraid to use your outlet as an outlet. You can do it, man. Like I said, I don't do this very often. I would like to. I would like to make videos. I would like to have the brass balls that you have to be able to get on camera and speak your mind, but I can't. I have a hard time with it, you know. Shit, it's weird for me talking to a camera right now, but you've kind of inspired. And I hope that one day that I have that confidence to do what you do, and to be able to meet the people that you meet, and be able to do the things that you do. You're a cool dude, Daniel. You're a cool dude. You've got a lot of interesting opinions. Some of them I think are spot on. Some of them I think are kind of far off in left field. But that's neither here nor there. I still respect you because you have the confidence to do what you do. Take that confidence to stare these thousands of people in the face and stare at yourself in the face. Because you are your own worst enemy. Take it easy.